Today we're talking about something that might ruffle your britches just a little bit. It might cause you some pain, it might cause you some trauma, it might cause you to laugh, depending on how crazy you are. And of course, I'm talking about the amazing channel, But Would You Eat It? This channel is based primarily on the lovely platform of TikTok, but it's also traveled west to the lovely land of YouTube, which that's what we're looking at today. On TikTok, this account has 84,000 followers, but on YouTube, this account has 77,000 subscribers. So overall, there are a lot of people who want an answer to the question, but would you eat it? Take this video, for example. Popcorn hack, popsicle flavor, secret. That's all I can say. Make it,
Take your chunks of butter and just start lining them around.
This video makes me feel so much, and I'm not quite sure if it's good or not. It doesn't feel very good. If we look at this at face value, it's pretty gross. She puts the popsicle on the skillet, pours olive oil on it, whatever that seasoning is, and then butter. If you mix a popsicle with any one of those things, I'm sure the FDA would classify it as poison, let alone all of them. My professional amateur opinion is that this is pretty gross. Pretty nasty. I don't like it. I really don't.
Now we've got our simmer going. It's almost completely melted. Now we can go in with our popcorn kernels. Just like that. Move this heat on up to high with some sweet and low packets. Gotta be healthy. Oh man, it's popping!
She straight up left the popsicle stick in there. I get it, it's hot, you don't want to touch it, but there's a literal stick of wood in the thing you're making. It's in there, and it's wood. Also, apparently, the popsicle didn't have enough sugar in it because she adds artificial sugar. Come on now, why? That's like so much sugar. It would turn your tongue into Candy Island. That's just, yeah. And all of this is happening while I'm looking at this disgusting mess here. This looks like a puddle that somebody found on the side of the road and decided to use it to cook something. Gordon Ramsay, or Gordon, as I like to call him, he would not approve of this. He would not approve at all. He'd be rather disgusted, I think. Maybe not. I think he would be. That's my guess. Anyways.
Put our lid on. And let's see, can you hear it? Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh, we're moving! Oh man! Oh! Look at that. 3! Oh, this is better than normal. I don't know what got into me today. You have to make this.
That's the lamest reaction ever.
This is better than normal. I don't know what got into me today.
Nothing got into you. Actually, maybe boring got into you. They were going crazy whenever the popcorn was actually popping.
Oh man!
And then when she tastes it, she's practically lifeless. I guess this is what they mean when they use that classic saying, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This wasn't a good either of those. But if flavored popcorn wasn't enough for you, I have another super special epic treat for you. You're gonna love it. Barbecue boiled peanuts. It sounds good.
You're just gonna pour all of that around those peanuts.
She really just casually poured 2 whole cans of Coca-Cola into the crock pot with the peanuts. Is that something people normally do? My heart says no, but I know that there's some pretty crazy people out there. So maybe this is an actual technique, I don't know. But this leads me to my next question. How do people even come up with this stuff? You have to be extra bored to mix Coca-Cola with peanuts. Did you hear that? Coca-Cola and peanuts. Coca-Cola and peanuts. That's next level boredom. And why did she look scared when she went to open it? It's like she thought an army of orcs was gonna pop out when she opened it. That was Lord of the Rings jokes for you guys. I think. I don't actually know. I think it was Lord of the Rings. Or The Hobbit, maybe. Or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Light red kidney beans. Do not drain your beans. A little bit of chicken broth. I'm just eyeballing it.
Yeah, we can tell. I feel like this whole recipe was just a big case of I'm just eyeballing it. That's what the recipe was. If you look at the recipe book, it says eyeball it. That's what this was. There's no measurements, there's no clear recipe, it's just chaos. She's just, ow. She's just following whatever her heart feels, and I'm scared of where that's gonna lead us to.
Now we're gonna come in with some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And I go through about 2 to 3 of these a week. I'm using bacon bits, but normally I will actually make my own bacon. Stir it up a little bit. Got some Jack Daniels. We love our Jack Daniels around. You just need to have some barbecue sauce. This is what we want.
She has to be playing a character, right? Like, she's not real. They can't be real. This just seems too perfect of a storm for her. She fits the part too well. I'm also seeing a common theme amongst the videos we've seen so far. That rhyme. Did you hear that? That rhyme. And that theme, back to what I said before, that theme is I don't like what I'm watching. The food has looked pretty gross in both of the videos I've looked at, and honestly, at this point, I'm thinking about involving the police. For real, I'm dead serious. I'll call them on my phone right now.
Light brown sugar. A little bit of sweet, a little bit of savory. Got stirred up pretty good. Just gonna put this crock pot lid right here. We're gonna let it cook on high for about 4 hours. All right, guys, I think our peanuts are done. Exactly how you want them.
Oh, they turned out perfect.
Put it in your mouth, you're gonna suck the juice out, and you're gonna crack them and eat
That's
them.
how you eat them?
You can eat the shell if you want to. I don't like the shell. Good peanut right there. Oh man, look at that. So good. Try this at home.
I was kind of scared to see what was gonna be in the pot, but now that I've seen it, I don't like it. I hate it. It's pretty disgusting. Those peanuts look like they would put me into a coma from one bite. And also, let's talk about the way she wanted us to eat them for a second. Can we? Shall we? Let's talk about that. She says you suck the juice off and then you eat the inside of it. Isn't that just like the same as if you were eating the ingredients separately? Like you're not eating them together? I'm not just making that up, right? That makes sense. I think. Does that make sense to you? Am I not making sense? I don't know. It makes sense in my brain. But look, not all of these recipes are crazy. Right, epic enchilada soup twist. Oh, what might this twist be? That's maybe what you're asking. Well, I'll show you.
Thinly sliced chicken breast, 2 cans of red enchilada sauce.
Where did she get that meat from? It was just in a Ziploc bag. And also she cut a hole in the Ziploc bag because she have opened the Ziploc bag, right? I think. Some of this stuff seems so dumb, but I also don't know a lot about cooking. So it's like, am I just dumb? That also just seems like an overwhelming amount of enchilada sauce. Like it seems like a pretty good chunk of the world's supply of enchilada sauce in that enchilada.
I don't know about you, but I love mixing my enchilada sauce, so I'm going in with some green enchilada sauce. For some added spice, we're going in with some green chili, some cumin. Like I said, I love spice, so some chili powder. I'm gonna do lots and lots of onion powder, lots of minced garlic.
So what I'm getting from this video is no salsa is safe. No powder is safe. She went to the Walmart spice section and destroyed everything in her path. There were no survivors. And again, this seems like a lot to me, but I don't know a lot. All I know is that I'm just scared. I'm scared of what's happening here.
And remember, we're not done. We're gonna come back to this, but for now, put that lid on. Oh, but since we're making enchilada soup, this is how we're getting, look at that. We're grinding up all of that chicken.
Since when do recipes start calling for jackhammers? That's a literal weapon she put in that epic enchilada. And the cameraman is right in the splash zone.
Now we're gonna add a little bit of black beans. They're drained. Chopped onion. And of course, we cannot forget the cheese. More cheese, more better. Look at that.
I'm right here too.
Look at her. Yes!
It's really good.
Is it?
You did a great job.
The girl was surprised that lady thought it tasted good.
This is good.
Is it really? Are you sure? I'm convinced she didn't think it was gonna taste good at all. And I'm also convinced that somebody's definitely gonna leave that house in a stretcher, whether it's because of the jackhammer or it's because of the amount of enchilada sauce in that enchilada. It's a whole lot. Either way, she surprised everyone against all odds and made it out alive. So that's a win. Good job. But what we just looked at were short versions of the recipes, which means, you guessed it, there are long form recipes. And I can assure you they are as amazing as these short ones. You're doing breakfast casseroles wrong.
10 eggs directly on top of pancake mix. Bacon strips. We have these already cooked about 75% of the way.
One, it's still a vertical video, so you're practically just watching a crazy video that your friend sent you from their camera roll. And two, she only cooked the bacon 75% of the way to increase the chance that somebody gets food poisoning. And yes, before you say it, I know she only cooked it 75% of the way so it doesn't get too cooked. I was making a funny joke, and you probably didn't laugh, but I tried.
It's gonna crisp up a little bit more as we cook the rest of our food. You just don't want it to burn in that oven, so don't cook it all the way.
I told you, maybe I am a chef. I'm not, I'm really not.
Before you add it to your casserole, even more pancake mix on top. You don't have to completely cover them because that will expand. Just about 2/3 of the way covered.
This is pretty much just a giant pancake at this point. Once again, she went to Walmart, went to the pancake section, and destroyed everything, and I mean everything, in her path. She straight up went Thanos mode on it.
Some sausage links.
Sausage.
Kind of snauches?
Sausage. Sausage links.
Sausage. I can't say what you're saying.
Was there a point in including that in the video? You just said sausage funny. Not even funny wrong, you just said it wrong.
Sausage.
That's hilarious. It's still more funny than anything I've ever said.
Once all of your sausages are evenly distributed like this, we have some hash brown patties, and just start tucking these right on top.
This looks great.
I wonder what the nutrition facts of this are. There has to be a lot of not recommended amounts of ingredients in this. That would just be my hunch.
Everything. And all of those wet ingredients are gonna keep all of our, I don't know, like cooked ingredients, cold ingredients, whatever you wanna call these, safely hugged into our casserole so that nothing falls out. Look at how good that is looking. And now on top of every hash brown, each piece of hash brown gets its very own cheese slice.
She's giving those hash browns the Oprah treatment. You get a cheese, and you get a cheese, and you also get a cheese. Everyone gets cheese.
And now one more round of pancake mix, just to keep everything tucked in. Look at that.
This is just a giant pancake with a couple of other things thrown in there. You can't fool me.
Casserole dish is almost completely full. For the top, a little bit of maple syrup, low sugar because we're watching our calories.
Ah, yes, we're watching our calories as we dig into this monstrosity. I bet the calorie count is so high that there are no calories. They're gone. They don't exist anymore. They ran away, which I wish I could too.
We're full to the brim. I'm gonna take it over to the oven and do my best to not spill it. We have it preheated to 325 degrees. That is what is suggested per the pancake mix box. And we're just gonna cook until everything is cooked all the way through.
Not to be dramatic about this, but looking at this literally makes me want to not look at it. I'm not being dramatic.
Let's see. Oh, it looks like a birthday cake.
It smells like a birthday cake.
Yeah, why does it smell like that? Like, I know it's pancakes, but I didn't expect it to smell like that and look like that. Okay, I'll take it. It tastes like the creamed corn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about where it's like bread and
cornbread?
cheese and like
No, I don't, but that sounds good.
like cornbread.
So you like it? Well,
I do like
out
it.
of 10.
8.75.
Okay.
Okay.
Not only does this casserole look like a burnt lasagna, but this girl gave it an 8.75 out of 10, and I refuse to believe that she's serious. They have to be starving her and only letting her eat these meals. That's the only logical explanation, which that would actually make sense. They have this girl locked away and she's only allowed to come out and eat the meals that this girl cooks. And if she doesn't like them, she can't eat anymore. It's all coming together. All I know for certain though is that this is kind of scary and it's gross and I do not like it. These recipes are just so crazy and there's so many ingredients that make me feel just a little bit sick, a little bit woozy. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.